We're live. We're live. It's happening. Greetings, fam. It's quite bright, isn't it? Does that feel bright to you? Anyway, welcome everyone. As you're coming in, please say hello in the chat. As you're coming in, I am just, figuring my life out. Hello, Darren. How are you? Good to see you again. Please, as you're coming in, say hello in the chat. I would love to hear you. Yes, hello, Ryan. Hello, Karina. Hello, Plex. Hello, Michaela. Hello, Miranda. Hello, GM Griel, Lauren, Devin, Helen, Mateus. I'm sorry that it's so bright. I don't really know what to do about that other than the fact that it's really bright outside. Oh, hold on. I have to text Sweet Bear back. She's at the Sweet Bear's at the store right now. Yeah, I'm trying to turn down the sun, Brian. Unfortunately, that's just not working. Oh gosh, I can't even handle how bad this looks. I don't understand. Maybe if I... No. Oh well. We're just gonna have to deal with it for now. This is the first time I have done... Oh, I can't even look at it. This is the first time that I have done a live stream in the new office. This is our new office. I'm sitting at Sweet Bear's desk right now. My desk is right back there. We moved into like a brand new place. Clearly, it's not totally ready yet. I am currently texting Sweet Bear back about my hair gel. Yeah. Anyway, so let's chat, everyone. Let's talk. I have an afternoon snack right now. Oh, this is a peanut butter and jelly pita. That's right. Be jealous. It's really good. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry to... We actually don't... Amanda asked, do you have blinds? No. We actually don't have blinds on these windows yet. We're still slowly... Those of you who've been following our vlog, you know that we have been riding the struggle bus in terms of getting our place totally ready to be lived in, and one of the things that we don't yet have is blinds. So, unfortunately, that's not in the cards for us right now. Anyway, welcome everyone. So happy you're here. So happy to be here with you to share an afternoon snack and to hopefully answer some of your questions. Before we get started, remember, we are live, so you can ask questions, and please start asking questions right now in the chat, which is right over here. The second thing I want to let you know about is the Super Chat is available, and we already had our first Super Chat come in from our good friend Daniel. Daniel is a faithful follower to my YouTube channel, faithful follower and viewer of these live streams, and Daniel just gave in the Super Chat. For those of you who don't know, what you're able to do with a Super Chat is you are able to give a certain amount of money. That amount is totally up to you. Just like Susie just did. Susie in the Super Chat. Thank you, Susie, another faithful viewer of this little show here. She says, what time is it there? It is 4:30 p.m. Daniel says, hey, John, God shines brightly on you today, huh? Yes, actually, quite brightly on me. But anyway, the Super Chat feature, it is available for many people in many different countries. It allows you to give $1, $2, $5, $20, $100, and what it does is it highlights your question in the chat, guarantees that I'll answer it, but more than that, it's an incredible way for you to help support this ministry, for you to help support this channel and help it grow. To give you an idea financially, you giving just $2 in the Super Chat is financially the same as you watching 1,000 videos on my channel. So just $2 today could support this channel, could support this ministry financially just as much as watching 1,000 videos. And so if you're out there and you're able to give in the Super Chat today, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And so would so many people who are encouraged by these videos. With that being said, I'm going to take another bite of my delicious snack. And then let's get into some questions. All right. What do we got today? Uh-oh. It's always towards the end of this that it gets a little messy, so I apologize. Anyway, first question comes from Jasmine. Jasmine Patterson. Shouts to Jasmine, asks, hey John, any resource/book suggestions that explain the difference between denominations? I'm a book nerd and I've been wanting to add one of those to my collection. That's a really great question. I actually don't know of any books specifically that talk a lot about that. However, I will say one of the best things that I have tried to start doing, and my job helps me do this since I travel around and I speak at a lot of different churches and a lot of different denominations, is actually to meet people who are a part of that denomination. Because you can go and you can read an article online, or you can go and you can read a book about what a denomination as a whole believes, but denominations are made up of people. They are made up of individuals who have nuance, and they have thoughts, and they have opinions, and they have hearts. And something that I have found very valuable is to actually go and meet people within a denomination before I begin to formulate my opinions on whether I agree with them or disagree with them or like them or don't like them, because I think it's very easy and very dangerous for us to start generalizing with people. And so that's one thing I always try and avoid. We had a few super chats coming in, one from Miranda Reen, both from Miranda actually. The first one was from Miranda Reen. Miranda, thank you, $5 in the super chat. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And the next one from Miranda Creel. Miranda, another longtime viewer. Thank you, Miranda. You are always so incredibly faithful. Miranda, I'm going to answer your question just after I text Sweet Bear back. I apologize. She's just trying to buy me hair gel. Sorry, everyone. The perils of being a guy with this long hair. I've been thinking about cutting my hair. Let me know in the chat what you think. Miranda says, hey, just wanted to give you a blessing today. Thank you, Miranda. That really means a lot. Praying for you and Sweet Bear always. My question for you is, how much is your book? So I have a couple books. There are two that you can find on Amazon. One is called Authentic Love. Thanks, Chris. I will look into cutting my hair. One is called Authentic Love. The other, it is called Created to Create, and they're both available on Amazon. I think Authentic Love is like $11 or $12 for a paperback, and then Created, they're both like $1 for the like the Kindle version, so the ebook. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Devin says, nah, I like it, John. Chris says, yes, cut your hair. Chris, that makes me think that you, like, we know each other personally. Do you just sit around saying you don't like my hair whenever we hang out? That's what it makes me feel like. No, don't cut your hair. No! Hannah says, would you ever consider coming to visit New Zealand? No. Just kidding. Absolutely, I would, of course. I don't know why I said no there. That was actually kind of weird. I would love to come visit New Zealand, actually. That would be fantastic. What else we have? Let's see. Cassidy, do I need to pay $5 to get an answer for my question? No, you do not. However, that does guarantee you get an answer to your question. But I answer all types of questions. No, you do not. Let's see, what else? Aaron asked, how was your anniversary? Our anniversary was great. For those of you who don't know, yesterday was Sweet Bear and I's 3rd wedding anniversary. It's been 3 years since we got married. Very, very excited about that. We had a great time. We did a theme. It was so the way Sweet Bear and I do it is one of us plans Valentine's Day, and the other plans the anniversary for that year. And we sort of switch off. And so it was my turn to plan the anniversary, and what we did, or what I did, was I made it sort of a throwback theme. And so we went to see Mamma Mia, because that was the show that I used to be in when we lived in New York, when we first got married. And we also went out to dinner at at the restaurant where we did our rehearsal dinner. And so, yeah, that's it. What else? What else? What else? Sophia asks, how do you move so naturally on stage? I'm not sure. I think a big part of it is practice. From the time I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, I was on stage a lot. I was always on stage in front of people, whether it was I was performing in a musical, or then eventually I began speaking and teaching on a stage. And so I think it was just from reps. It was just from practice, from getting up there and doing it over and over again. The more you do something, the more comfortable you're going to feel with it. So, Byron, it's good to see you, Byron. Shouts to Byron Morales Jr. Byron says Oreos or Chips Ahoy. Oreos all day, every day. All day, every day. I don't even think that should be a debate in anyone's mind, but yeah. Is it weird that for my snack I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of milk? Is that strange? I don't even know. Hey Tony! Shouts to Tony from Cape Town, good to see you. Choco White says, hello from Germany. It's almost midnight here and you're supposed to be asleep, but you want to watch this now. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. That's awesome. Let's see. What else do we have here? Sophia asks, advice on entering a poetry slam competition. I've never entered a poetry slam competition, so I don't really know. Ask someone who has entered one. But enter your best stuff. Do your best. I agree. Milk does go well with PB. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly specifically. It is not chocolate milk. Tony has read my books, so he knows my obsession with chocolate milk. Let's see. Yes, I love drinking just a straight up glass of milk. I'm sorry, I do. Hi, Skatefast. It's good to see you. Hi, everyone. Oh, hello from Johannesburg and Switzerland. We have an international audience coming in. Once again, I want to remind you all I am answering questions, so please throw your questions in the chat. Also, the super chat feature is available. If you are willing, if you are able to give $1, $2, $5, $10, it really helps this ministry grow. All right, Cherry. How do you stay motivated? You know, I have always been a naturally pretty self-motivated person. It's not necessarily something I have struggled with much. However, one thing I have noticed is that in recent weeks, I have been struggling to get motivated, whether it's been to do my work or to work out or whatever it might be. And that for me is usually a sign of burnout. It means that I've been running on empty for too long and I actually need to take a break and step aside. But ways that I stay motivated is I always just try and keep a bird's eye view of what I'm doing and remember why I'm doing it. So, you know, if I'm not necessarily feeling motivated to make or write a video that day, I take a bird's eye view of it and I say, well, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I believe that the internet is one of the most effective ways to spread the gospel. And Jesus gave us the Great Commission for us to go out into all the world, preach the gospel to all nations, make disciples of all nations. And when I remember that this is a divine appointment, a divine calling that I have from God, that's all the motivation I need. And so I think being able to zoom out of your circumstance and remember why you're doing what you do, why you get out of bed in the morning, why you show up at your desk, why you do the work that you do, that is one of the best ways that we can remember our motivation. It's oftentimes, it's not that we need to find motivation, it's actually that we just need to remember our motivation. All of our motivations, they exist within us. They exist inside of you already. They exist as a part of your past, they exist as a part of your present, they exist as goals you have for your future. All of the motivation that you need, it's already inside of you. It's just about accessing it, and it's just about finding it. And one of the ways that I do that, it's by zooming out. And so that's what I would say. Not to get all preachy about it, but let's see. GM says, is it possible to have your podcast also on YouTube? That is something that Sweet Bear and I have been considering. So I wanted to talk to you all about this because I think you all are pretty cool. You're the people that I really enjoy talking to because you show up to watch these live streams. So for those of you who don't know, the Johncast, my podcast, has taken a bit of a turn. first it took like a 4-month break, but recently it's been back, but it's taken a bit of a turn, and now the last 2 episodes have been these open, long-form conversations between Sweet Bear and I. And what we really did is, in the first one we talked about dating in high school and dating in college, and then one that went up yesterday, we talked about engagement. And eventually we'll talk about marriage, and then we just want to talk about, at least at the start, all these different aspects of relationships and what relationships look like, the hard things, the difficult things, and really just share our experience, because I think one of the best ways to learn is by looking at someone else's experience. And so this is something that we have started doing. However, if this is going to be the future of that podcast, I don't really think we can call it the Johncast and still be fair, because Sweet Bear is definitely the star of it, and it's both of us appearing on it. And so something that we asked on the podcast yesterday that I want to ask all of you is, if we're going to continue down this road where Sweet Bear and I are both sort of hosting this podcast, and it's going to be conversations that we have generally around relationships, what should we call it? What should we call this new podcast? Throw it over in the chat. I would love to hear it. I want to know what you think, what we should call this sort of new podcast that we have discovered. Alrighty then. Susie, thank you so much for another super chat. Thank you so much for your prayers. We love you. We'll see you later. All right. A lot of people say the Jorgen cast. Let's see. No, the Jorgen cast, man. I don't know. I'm more looking for something that perhaps doesn't involve our names at all. I don't know. Maybe something total that doesn't involve our names. Maybe. I don't know. Any other ideas? Not yet. So the podcast is not on Spotify just yet, but hopefully it will be someday soon. Elisa, thank you for the super chat. Elisa Sands, thank you for the super chat. I so appreciate it. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. Please throw some more possible names in the chat. I would love to hear. Hashtag awesomecast. It's a bit arrogant, but maybe. The Christian cast, real Asian ships, the love cast. That's pretty funny. Thanks, Michaela. I like that one. The conversation. Just the conversation. I don't know. Keep throwing them in. I'm interested. Let's see. What else? Ryan asks, what's your favorite music? Love listening to you, by the way. You're awesome. Thanks, Ryan. I think you're awesome. However, something that you might not think is awesome about me is I am not a huge music person. I don't really listen to music a lot. Like, music to me in my life has always been something that goes along with something else. It supplements something else, if that makes sense. And so I've never been like a giant, like, I'm just gonna sit down and just listen to music type of person. I would much rather listen to an audiobook or a podcast or something like that. However, if I am gonna listen to music, there's I usually will listen to worship music of some sort. I also have a running playlist that I really like. It has some of my favorite music on it. If you're a person that doesn't believe Christians should listen to secular music, you should not listen to my running playlist then. But yeah, so I'm not a huge music person. However, I have huge respect for people who are music people, just like our good friend Jesse. Jesse, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. And Jesse, I'm so sorry that we can't hang out when you come to Chicago. I know that that's soon, right? Or you're not going to be in Chicago. You're going to be close. And so I'm sorry that we aren't able to get together. But I hope you have a great time and best of luck. I'm doing my first concert in 1 week. Woo! Yes, everyone, throw some love to Jesse. For those of you who don't know, Jesse is a very talented musician. And we met when I did a show in Iowa. And he has his first concert coming up in about a week, and so that's very exciting for him. Jesse came in with an amazing super chat, $5. Thank you very much. He says, any tips/experiences you can give me to help me do my best, especially with the speaking part? Be you, man. Just be you. And that, I know that sounds sort of romantic and, idealistic, but it's actually a very, very difficult thing to do. And so what I would say is absolutely try your best to be present on that stage. Just communicate with clarity, because that's the first thing that has to come. Because if they can't understand what you're saying or singing, then they're not going to get anything out of it. So the first thing is clarity. Then the second thing is authenticity. If they don't think that you actually mean what you're saying, or if they don't believe you actually believe what you're singing, they're not going to be interested. So clarity, authenticity, then authority. Then you can speak with authority. But first they have to understand and they have to believe you. Then I believe that once that happens, God begins to give our words authority. He begins to give our words weight. And then at the end of it, then we can speak with passion. And so a lot of people, they go straight for the passion right away, or they go straight for the authority. But the first thing, the very basis of speaking and communicating with people, whether that's through song or whether that's through the spoken word, is simply clarity, making sure that they understand what you're saying. And then what I would also say is after you're done, journal about it. Write out your experience, whether it's on your laptop, write it in a journal, whatever. Journal about it, because I think that's one of the best ways that you're going to learn. Journal about how you felt, how you thought it went, something you could do better, something you thought you did well, all of that thing. All of those things. We got another super chat from It's Me 2008. Thank you for the super chat. You are great as well. It's Me 2008. All right, let's see. I'll answer a few more questions and then I'm sorry, but I have to get back to work, y'all. Let's see. Oh, Tony made a really great point. Shouts to Tony. Tony says, P.S. Super Chat is not available in all areas. Of course, there's always your Patreon page. That's right. And Tony is a faithful supporter of the Patreon page. If perhaps Super Chat is not in your area, or if you're looking for a way to perhaps continue to support this ministry, my Patreon page is available. It is a great way for you to continue to support this ministry and really partner and become a part of the community. There is videos and there are articles and blog posts that I post to that Patreon page that I don't post anywhere else. And that's a real... I apologize. All right, here we go.
Being recorded on channel from AT&T Tech Support. We spoke today. Am I speaking with...
Sorry. Guess who's home, everyone? That was AT&T. By the way, I had a moment with AT&T this morning. I don't want to talk about it. Sweetback! I'm live! I'm about to jump off though. Do you want to come say hello? Sweet Bear's here. I don't know if she's going to want to come say hello. Alright, well, she just walked in the door with a bunch of stuff, so I should probably go. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go try and be a good husband right now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for one of these AMAs. I got a new video coming tomorrow. I love you all. Thanks so much. Keep being awesome.